Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for a liftoff. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Seminoles will put total under to crank us up. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll go to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. On the option. He'll pitch it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
25-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. On 4th down, looking to pass. The completion well past the sticks. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Finds his man, and they convert. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Cougars are on the move. He wants to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Houston wants to play fast.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show, or listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Houston trying to convert on 4th down. Caught in the backfield. It's Peppers. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The run to the left. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great seminal running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. the Seminoles will go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Looking for room. It's Sanford. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
The run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep him honest, take him chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll ride his man on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks it up, still on his feet. The Cougars will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 12 on the play. Coming up, 4th down. Number 91 in punt formation to kick it away. That's the end of the 1st quarter. And after 1, we're scoreless.
Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fourth down and the punt team sends it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Back to throw, it's Coleman Hope. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell if you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, running back gets to give. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. The give from the gun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Noles are threatening on 1st and goal. on the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Seminoles. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Lendale White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And your Houston Cougars will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Quarterback will keep it. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Cougars with the 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Cougars headed quickly to the line. Motion from the offense. Just going to keep it after the snap. Makes it past the marker. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And here we go. And you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide out in motion. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
What a snag by the defense. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
From the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Florida State.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down.
All right, not ideal, right? Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. He wants to throw it. And the ball is intercepted. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, no! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Snagged in the middle, it's Gibson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. The Noles pick up the first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Grabs it in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Goes to the option. The pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice 3rd down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it 3rd and short. Find a way to get this offense on an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Working that left side now. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. He just refused to go down, kept finding space and picked up 7. It'll be 4th and 1. They'll try to pick up the first. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. The Seminoles are in the hurry up.
Hey, 4th and short, it's time to be physical. You give it to your running back. You can see he gets physical, gets downhill, gets the first down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Seminoles. And the stomping has commenced. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin city limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. 1st down from the 43. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Now on 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads it downfield. And he's got it inside the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown Cougar!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, they'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Crosses the 35. Oh, look out! At the 20. Touchdown, Florida State. And the pummeling has started.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. running back goes in motion. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
Here comes the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas, get it together.
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Give to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the double.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida State 35, Houston 7.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Finds a man on the right. And he's knocked down. Houston going up tempo. From the gun on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Amatova. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And for the 5th time, the offense will go for it on 4th down. 2 for 4 so far. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Tackled, but he has a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Seminoles are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll leave it with him. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick pass on the fly motion. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Wide receiver shows motion. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion. Third and goal coming up here. They'll run play action. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Number 6.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 27 over New Mexico. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going up top on first down. The short hands. It's Sanford.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
For the offense.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Sanford. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is ready to give him a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Looking to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Caught in the backfield, it's Peppers. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Houston wants to play fast. On 4th down, going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's got it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. Going deep. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can...
And now the ball is free in the end zone. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, no! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.